Good day, Azeda. How long have you been in the art scene, and how long has that experience been in Rwanda?
Well, I've been in the art scene, I think, as long as I have lived as a person. Because I've been in the art scene as long as I've lived as a person. It's been, for me, that space that lets me play like a child and, help me dream and be and explore possibilities beyond my imagination. So that is me. As long as I've lived, I've always written poems, I've always written, but like professionally on the art scene in Rwanda, it's 20 years now.
20 years, okay.
Yeah, it's 20 years.
Since
2000, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's good. So you founded the annual Ubumuntu Arts Festival some years ago, right?
Yes.
Do shed more light on how it all began, the highs and the lows. Yeah.
Okay. So Ubumuntu Arts Festival came out of a leadership project.
Okay.
I was a fellow in the Africa Leadership Initiative, and you identified and pushed to do more than you usually do. So the tagline is they push people from success to significance. So it's a 2-year course, and when you're signing out of this course, you're asked to have a project, to sign out with a legacy-driven project. So I signed out with an arts festival called Ubumuntu Arts Festival. Means humanity, and it was created for the sake of humanity. So my whole ambitious dream was to see the world, or to make Rwanda a one-stop center for change. And this festival takes place at the Genocide Memorial, which is a very great space for people who want to tap on what humanity is. Because at the Kigali Genocide Memorial, you have about 300 victims lying there.
300,000.
300,000 victims lay in this space. And to create a festival around this space is not something you just jump in. You need to understand the space, you need to understand the history, you need to... you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. So that means because this festival takes place in this space, you have to go by the values of the Genocide Memorial itself, which means the festival is free, which already that's a big challenge for us, because if you make it free, how will the festival run? And you cannot sell alcohol or cigarettes or these things. And if you don't sell these kind of things, then how will you bring corporates on board? Because when you bring a corporate on board, you have to brand that kind of brand in this space. Yeah, so basically it was that kind of challenge, but that's how really the festival came on board. Because also, like, if we are going to talk about humanity, we need to think beyond the box and just not do a normal event, but an event that would be a path or a channel for introspective path for humans that would come and watch this festival. Interesting.
With the coronavirus pandemic, which has gripped the whole world and still gripping the whole world, how has the Masharika troupe coped with, and how have you adapted to the new realities being experienced?
We've been mapping out and trying to migrate to the digital world. Because we are physical people, we love to touch, we love, eye contact with people, because in our methodology of performance, or our method of our line of art is we use it as a tool. It gives us tools for social transformation. So most of the things we do are mass sensitization about behavior change. So you cannot deal behavior change with just one person, physical. So we're looking for a way to migrate to this space. How do we still, curate the human mindset to the direction we want our tomorrow to be, without meeting them physically? So it affected us in many ways, because we had so many contracts signed for community outreach projects, all that came to a halt. It's been hard. I mean, all this is frozen till the social distancing rules stop. because a crowd is a crowd. You can cry. You cannot go to a refugee camp that has 3,000 people and you tell them we are doing social distancing, but you have to adapt yourself to how they're doing that social distancing. But you may not again now go to a market tomorrow and you see how they're doing their thing and you try to. But again, you know, the art and the work we do is like pollen and the bee. It always pulls people closer to it. So our art, you need to be closer to us, to listen, to be engaged to it. So it's a big challenge.
Interesting. Do you, with what you've said, do you envision theatre groups going fully digital post COVID-19?
Absolutely, and it's already happening. We saw people just, you know, picking up their phones in their lockdowns and just doing poetry, doing dance, doing music. We saw DJs doing IG live sessions. So it is a new norm that people are now beginning to adopt to and trust humans. I mean, they will always find a way out to their problems. And I see a lot of it going digital. Because like researchers said that life will not go back to normal after Corona. We are seeing that. We are seeing that because personally, like since I got hit by the lockdown in March, I've been on my feet trying to exist because, you know, what COVID cannot do is take away the art from me because I have the art with me and we're all looking for how to migrate. So I think in the future we are going to have half of us on the ground and half of us on the
digital space.
But it will, I'm sure it will build up to finally evolve to that.
Right. Back to the current, back to what is on ground now. What are the plans for Ubuntu Arts Festival in 2020, considering with the way the world has evolved?
We have tried to stick to our story and how the festival used to run for 3 days at the memorial with an opening of conferences and opening reception with DJs in 2 very powerful productions and ending up with another DJ, you know, playing all this music. So we have stuck to our game. We have stuck to a game, and what is happening now, we have taken it, it's going full digital online, and it will be airing from 3 to 5 CAT time, and we have about 27 performances and 20 countries on board, and it's just being run by different technicians around the globe, which the technicians used to travel here are now in their places running a festival.
Okay, interesting. To the final question, why is this year's theme Stop, Breathe and Live? This year's theme actually came out of a result of what I was observing last year around the month of March. And what were you observing last year?
I was watching, just every time I watched a performance, I watched things on social media, I was just feeling there was a sense of rush. There was a rush in everything. There was speed. Everyone wanted to speed everything. Speed internet, speed lifestyle, speed fame, speed. There was just speed. And I was like, life can't run like this. Because, you know, when you're born, you're given the gift of breath, and it goes with the pulse of your heart. And there's a beat in this heart. The moment you go against this beat, non-stop, the heart stops, and people die. So I was seeing a lot of mental breakdowns, mental health issues, depression, you know, strokes, and all they're telling you, relax. But the lifestyles we are living were not helping us relax. But we are also not having a good conversation, enough conversation. Already there was things happening, but we're not having enough of a conversation around environmental. So we're looking at lifestyle and industrial kind of pollution. That's where our aim was in terms of breathe. But when 2020 came, it just hit us in our face. We are now, as a festival, we are on a stop. So Stop, Breathe, we have also stopped, and we are trying to recharge and see which other way can we do this festival so that it can never die. So this year, 2020, looked like we have that element of prophecy as artists who feel and respond. And when you do that over and over again, of always feeling things before you approach anything, it helps you stay on the same page with the world. You may not know, But I think our theme is on the same page with where the world is right now, because breathe is on everyone's lips right now. And people are suddenly realizing that we took it for granted. Yeah, when even our own justice system, I just don't say that, okay, breathe, so whatever is going on with America, with all the pollution, with the whole pandemic, I mean, we are not paying attention to breathe, the air we breathe.
Interesting. So what should delegates who are now online, who can be present in Rwanda, what should they expect?
Amazing
during the three-day festival?
Amazing works, a true testimony from humanity's side, from the face of the earth, that listen, history has it that a human being is born with a mass of resilience. We have resisted, we've not been crushed, we did not accept to die twice. Regardless of how this pandemic has hit the creative industry, festivals can still run in different format, but they have run. Yeah, so I think the rest is really, they should expect a magical experience from across the globe on this. We have very beautiful panels, we have speakers, we have good panel discussions, we have exhibitions, we have an event app called Hoover, that's where people are registering, and people should just go on Ubumuntu Arts Festival website and register and be part of this beautiful conversation.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.